everyone, Sarah here again, and this time we're going to do a lovely meditation. I will do some healing as well and show you some crystals, but really I want you to shut your eyes and imagine, use your mind. Okay, so today I've got a few tools here. And we will begin. We are going away to a far off land, to many of us anyway. So we're going to start this just a little differently. So sigh out and relax your body, making sure that even your fingers are relaxed. So just starting at the top of your head, imagining and feeling that there is no tension anywhere in it. No tension around your head and your jaw. Drop the tongue to the lower front palate and smooth out those muscles around your eyes. Do a bit of healing in this as well. And then move down your neck and your shoulders, dropping them and relaxing them. Relaxing down your arms, keeping the joints loose and bent like that. And your forearms and your hands. Okay. And then relaxing down your body, your chest and back, your abdomen. Let it all hang loose, no holding tummies in or anything like that. And your hips and your legs moving down and relaxing your thighs and your knees, your shins and ankles, and eventually your feet. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment. Nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Shut the 3D world out. Now, as I record this is locked down, so there are people in the house, but hopefully they will be quiet. And the reason I've decided to take us on this meditation, I woke up and went for a dog walk, and my Australian First Nations guide, who hasn't shown himself for a while, was slap bang in my head, and he hasn't gone away for 2 days. So we need to go to Australia. Okay. So I'm just going to put this beautiful bit petrified wood at your feet. Just popping that there now. You can rest your feet on it. Okay. Then I'm going to give you this red jasper and the green bloodstone. Okay, so I'm just popping them down there for you to hold now. And we shall begin. You are totally relaxed and totally secure within your mind and the space around you. I'll create a circle now around us all so that we are devoid of space and time. And we're going to start this meditation a little differently. I've already relaxed you. And now I'm going to get you to do 4 fast breaths into this, taking a deep breath in from the earth below you and breathe out onto the stone fast. Everything you want to get rid of. Another deep breath in from the skies above you, holding it there, breathing out any anxieties and worries. And another deep breath in from the seas surrounding the sacred lands that we live on. Holding the air in your lungs for a little while and then breathing out fast any emotional upsets that you've had over the last few days. Longer breath because I've had some. And then this time we're going to breathe in for the fire. Bit of a slower one there, okay. So we're going to put this Apache's tear down now. Okay, and I just want you to relax again, checking in with your body, making sure nothing is tensed up again. And we're going to begin this in a slightly different way. Relax. Call in your guides and helpers. You may feel them, but don't worry if you don't. And now we're going to protect, and we're going to ask our guides and helpers to protect us as well. Okay, so imagining that candle flame at the center of your being and pushing it out, pushing it out, and pushing it out, outwards and upwards, outwards and upwards, outwards and upwards and below you, until it creates a ball of fire all the way around you, from the inside to the outside. No better protection. And then I want you to close your eyes if you can. Otherwise you can follow me with it open, but this is mainly a visualization in your head. And I want you to imagine that you and your guide are getting up and walking to your front door. Okay, opening the doorway and stepping through it, closing it behind you. And just imagine looking at your guide, even if you're not sure who they are or what they look like. Just imagine a presence there. You may see them, and smile at each other. And as you do so, the magical mystery bus pulls up in front of you. A painted hippie bus, all flower power and rainbows. And the door opens now, and I am standing inside. Hello, come on. Let's go on a magical journey across the world. Unless you are in Australia, you will be driving up on the land. So come aboard, come aboard. Welcome to the magical mystery bus. So I greet each of you as you come on, and I want you to go and choose a seat. One for you, and the one next to you will be empty for your guide. And you do this now. No social distancing in this meditation. This is a magical world where we can interact. And you choose your seats, and the doors close. And you breathe out again. And I'll pat the driver on the shoulder. All right, mate, off we go. And we start to either chug along the ground or lift up into the air. And whilst we're travelling across space and time, I'd like to open our chakras. So imagining a red flower bud at the base chakra at the bottom of your spine, Watch that flower bud glow and grow and spin into action, opening and releasing the bright red energy into your auric field. And then we will move up to the sacral chakra just below your belly button, where you find a bright orange flower bud glowing, growing and spinning into life, opening up the emotional energy center. Next we move to the solar plexus, where we find a bright yellow flower opening, growing and spinning into life, releasing its energy into the mix. And then we move up to your heart chakra, where we find a bright green flower bud opening and growing and spinning into life, opening your heart to give and receive love. And next we'll move up to your throat chakra, where we find a light blue flower bud opening, growing and spinning into life, opening this heart. Then on up to the third eye, right in the middle of your forehead, where we find a deep indigo flower bud, the colour of the midnight sky, and it glows and it grows and it spins into life, opening your intuition. And then to the crown on top of your head, where we find a white or violet flower bud, glowing and growing and spinning into life, opening the 1,000-petal lotus, which you may feel now moving and swelling, opening your trust to the God, the omnipresent. Even if you revere the little demigods, there is one almighty, supreme God, isn't there, the creator? Okay, so let's just look out of the window on our bus. And those of you travelling by land are seeing the colours of the desert. And those of you who are travelling by sky, depending on the time of day, will either be seeing the shiny blue of night or the bright blue of the day. And those of you travelling on the land will be seeing the beautiful colours of Australia as you pass, probably more akin to this goldstone, the deep, rich red of Australia, the landmass, the big, huge continent at the bottom of our world. Okay. And we are going to the centre of Australia now. We're going past Ayers Rock, that beautiful place that is now reverted back to its proper name from the Anangu people, Uluru. That huge, huge rock that rises out of the sea of the land, like a mother's pregnant belly holding the inner child. We're not stopping here. We're going to carry on. But those of you who are in the bus in the sky, we are going to land here. And the bus lands ever so gently in the car park. And we are going to open the door now, and my guide is going to come on. And my guide is an elder First Nations person. I do not know his name. I have seen him for many years, and he has a staff. He has matted hair, sort of about here, and lovely, kindly eyes, and he often stands off to the distance, standing on one leg like the yogis of India, and his staff has a rest on, and he just stands on one leg in tree pose, resting and looking. He is a man of little words, but he moves on into the bus, looking about it, looking at all of you, and he nods, and he sort of smiles, and I offer him a seat. And we carry along straight road, past the bush, the greens and the reds of the soil. And we are going about 50 kilometers west of Uluru. And as we drive, I'd like you just to look out of the window, and you notice the plants. It is a low, flat land with endless blue skies. But in the riverbeds, the dried up riverbeds, we have the Stuart's desert rose of pink, looking rather like a rock rose. We have the quandong berries, the red berries that hang off the bushes, that are quite rare now, that the camels of this area like. And we have the striped mint bush with little orchid type flowers that is good for colds and coughs and ailments. Then we have the Stuart desert pea, which is this beautiful depiction that my father brought back for me from the great red land to the south. The Stuart desert pea, which people make flower essences out of. And there are some trees, the river red gums with their yellow flowers. These are made into bowls and other implements by the Anangu people. And we pass these as we carry on towards the west. And then suddenly, big red domes of rock rise in front of us, about 50 of them in all. We are going to Kata Tjuta, a sacred place, looking like this. A place of initiation and sacred rites. The place of many heads, it is called. And we just pull up now to this place, the red earth and the green of the plants and the sounds of the outback. The rainbow serpent, Wanambi, lives here, the mice woman and the curlew men. Mala, the kangaroo man, can be seen, frozen in stone as he dies in the arms of his sister, the lizard woman. And we file down off the hippie bus and we start to walk behind my guide. One foot in front of the other, feeling the call of the earth. Keep following. Our guide follows the songlines, the dream time. The Tajuku pra, forgive my pronunciation, Tajukurpa. And we follow him and his stick, looking at our feet, just to make sure we don't tread on any snakes or lizards or tortoise. And we arrive just underneath these domes of 50 heads. And we look up to the rock now, and we see Mala, the kangaroo man, an outline in his shape. And as we look and try to work this out, I want you to open your inner eye, look with your third eye. Really see and feel the energy of this land. And now, other First Nations people step out of the bush. They have been waiting for us to show us some of their knowledge. And each of us is told to lie down on the ground, which we do so now. And out come the didgeridoos. But first of all, the air is cleared with this bull roarer. Feeling this clearing the space and clearing our body. The sound can carry many miles. Just let it clear your mind. And breathe. And lie completely still. You are completely safe. And the women start to sing, and the men start to stamp, and then the didgeridoos come out. And you lie still on the ground whilst you are healed by the ditch, and they blow energy and sound around you now, and the vibrations of the circular breathing of this very skilled instrument is played around you. Rattles are shaken. This is a cleansing ceremony. The low of the didgeridoo clears, cleanses, it realigns. And just feel totally relaxed and totally held on the red soil of the Enangu people. The songlines are working and the dream time kicks in as we may be able to glimpse a little path of it. Breathing out anytime you need to. Relax, relax. Just let the ditch do its work. Maybe another time when you watch this, you would be able to put some didgeridoo music on in the background. I can't for copyright reasons, and it is one instrument that I have not been able to master. And they move all around you with this long instrument made of hollow eucalyptus. And the air and the ground are thudding and vibrating. Feeling the vibrations. And this is and when the didgeridoo finishes, those First Nations people melt back into the group, and the women move forward now with big emu eggs with water, and they give you one of the wooden cups that they have made and pour the water in for you now. And then my guide moves forward. Yeah. He bangs the ground with his staff. And he is going to take us inside one of the sacred places. And you follow him to one of the domes. And we head towards a doorway in the stone, a doorway into the inner earth. It It is all right, our guides are with us, and it is perfectly safe in this healing rite. As we enter into the place of dreaming, and we all have to bend down a little bit just to walk through into a chamber. And some of the First Nations people have come with us, and they have torches made out of one of the kinds of woods to shed light. And soon the cavern opens out, and we see that there is a crystalline pool in here. And our guide reaches in and pulls out a giant Lemurian crystal with 2 points. And he tells you that this guards and purifies the water here. And he invites you now to bathe in the waters of inner earth. And the colour of the pool is actually amazing. It is a light blue, as if there is clay within it. A sort of light blue and yellow around the edges. It has minerals in it. It's perfectly safe. It is healing waters. And so we all take our clothes off and get into the water and just lie and float. And our guide, he picks up this crystal with both hands and he moves in circles, muttering and singing to himself. Ha 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 ha, hee 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 hee, ho 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 ho, ha 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 ha, hee 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 hee, ho 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 ho. And he walks around. And as he turns and twists the crystal, because it is dangerous just to totally point it in one place, we feel its energy touch us in all manner of places as we float and are held by the water of the Earth Goddess, the Earth Mother. And I just want you to lie now on that pool. So fluid do you become that you cannot tell where your body ends and the water begins. Tastes a little salty when it goes into your mouth. But it is a healing pool that has been used by these people for over 20,000 years, probably even longer. Just lie there, letting the water hold you. Relaxing, and know that this is what it felt like to be in your mother's womb. For those months, those 10 months that you were in the dark place, the safe, warm waters. And just lie there now with this happiness and contentedness and the safety of the inner earth pool. And now it is time to come out of this place, feeling refreshed and calm from the inner pools of earth. And as you come out of the pool and go and just crouch like this by your clothes and hug yourself. There is no one who can love you more than yourself. And know that you are perfect, because there is always a few flaws in perfection. Nothing is totally there. And love yourself with your warts and all. It is what makes you you. And if you have a low opinion of yourself, I'm going to take that off you now. Give that to me. Give that to me. That is not you. That is what others have told you. And I'm taking that. And I'm taking that. Okay. Give that to my guides to take off planet. I'm now going to fill you with confidence, light, love, hope, and forgiveness. Really feel that it's coming into my head as a bright yellow, a bright banana yellow, as a sunny disposition. Okay, breathe out, breathe out, and just love yourself a bit. There is no harsher critic than yourself, or there shouldn't be. And if you struggle with that, just remember every day that this place we have come to is a school, it's a learning place. And these experiences, while hard to go through, will in the end make you stronger. And if you believe in the reincarnation, you will have learnt these lessons so you won't have to go through with it next time. But it is hard and you will have rewards. Breathe out, okay. Learn to love yourself. This is a wonderful angelic colour. And so is this. And even though all of these earth people may not subscribe to the word angel. They have light ones and shining ones. Okay, so we put our clothes on now. And I want you now to look back towards the water and see something glistening at the edge. And my First Nations guide invites you to go and pick it up. It is a gift from the pool, from the sacred pool of the Anangu. Maybe one of the Lemurian crystals or another kind of mineral from inner earth. And you now thank the pool. And we now file out the same way that we came behind my guide. You with your guides. Back out into the bright sunlight that temporarily blinds you for a minute or two. Clutching your stone or other gift. And we walk past a line of the First Nations people who we smile and greet and thank. And in some of their eyes, and maybe in some of your eyes, there are tears, because this has been a very special moment. The Anangu people have struggled. He struggled with people taking over their land, but now, in the last 20 years, strides are being made to give these people back their land, to give these people back their rights. You are now not allowed to walk up Uluru because it is too sacred. And we thank these people, we shake their hands, we embrace them. And they wish us well on their journey as we file back into the bus. The engine starts. And we drive back. Waving out of the back windows and the side windows as a few little children try and run along with us, kicking up dust behind us on the red, red road. And as we drive back east to Uluru, we notice the clouds start rolling in. And rain arrives in the desert. Storms, lightning, very unusual occurrence. And it turns the orange ground mauve and purple. And as we come to Uluru, we see stripes. The colour of the rock has totally changed. It's purple, it's violet, it's silver, it's grey. And there are rivulets and waterfalls cascading over the pregnant rock, bringing wonderful cleansing to this earth. And we stop just at the side of the road and just watch for a few minutes of the sounds of thunder and lightning. lightning crashing, and the heavy thud, thud, thud of the rain. Get the rain stick out. How lucky that we should see this blessing on the land. Then the driver starts the engine again, and this area, I'm guessing, is a portal to space and time. And those travelling back to their homelands in Australia find themselves chugging along the road. And those of us coming back to our own lands from this magical mystery tour are launched up into the grey sky, through the low clouds, and back out into the blue. But night is falling, and soon we drift into the night sky. The dark, glittering energy of the space. Maybe you can see the moon and other constellations, or maybe you just look out into the deep space. But either way now, we're going to land by our homes, but before any of us get off, I want everybody to thank my guide, and I am going to ask him if he will give me a name at some stage. He has come back with me, actually. I meant to leave him there, but he's with me. In fact, I can feel him right here. Oh, I've got all goose fleshy. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we now need to close down and thank our guides and helpers. And I want you to do this as you stand up so that you get a bit used to doing this quickly. Okay. And you can do this in your real time, or you can just imagine doing it. I want you to putting a stop sign over your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar, your sacral, and your base. And I'm going to do it to you, sending all excess energies down to Mother Earth for her healing. Step into a navy blue sleeping bag and zip it up over your head. Peace above you, below you, and all around you. And I'm now going to say thank you for coming on this journey as you leave the bus. Thank you, and thank you. And I will see you again very soon. I'm just going to stand and watch as you and your guide walks back to your front door, opening it and walking through into your house, closing the door behind you, and I know you are safe and you have returned. Sigh out. Put your hand in your pocket. Ah, your crystal. You brought it back with you. Bye-bye. Blessings on your life and blessings on your family. Love and light to you all. See you soon.